CJ Stroud is the Houston Texans quarterback. I would assume he's going to be the starting quarterback once the year began. There's a clip that went viral from a interview that he did with The Shop. I want to say it was 8 days ago that it aired, but the interview happened before Stroud was picked by the Texans. And Stroud explained why he has a chip on his shoulder. It has to do with Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, who he would not name.
Everything that I've done in my life has been earned, never given, and I pride myself on that. I think that's why I kind of have a chip on my shoulder a little bit. Like, I have that dog in me just because I know I've been counted out multiple times. They brought in a guy 2 weeks before our first game, and I thought I was the guy. That just shows you, man, it's a business at the end of the day, and now I'm doing it for myself. I know the business that I'm in, that it is.
He's referring to when Ohio State brought Quinn Ewers in 2 weeks before the season. I think that if we're being honest, Ewers in that moment right there had no chance to get on the field, right? I mean, you're coming into a new program and expecting 2 weeks later to be supplanted by this guy who came in.
He also reclassified, so he basically skipped his senior year of high school. So it was like a 17 or 18-year-old.
Okay, Sean. So that makes it even more paranoid than anything. But I get it. If you're at Ohio State and you've seen the track record there and you saw that Joe Burrow couldn't cut it at Ohio State and he goes to LSU and things are different there, then I could understand Stroud's perspective. I don't think that was Ohio State counting Stroud out.
Shouldn't Stroud know that, the whole deal at Ohio State and at Alabama and at all these schools is that they just try to stack as much talent as, including yourself, who sat behind Justin Fields?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
It's a Thunderdome. And look, the idea that you're different in college at one of those programs is wrong. That's how they whittle out the weak. I got to say, too, not a fan of Stroud saying, I got that dog in me. We need that phrase to die a painful death. It needs to stop. The person that we began saying that phrase for was Zach Wilson because he alleged... Wasn't it because of Zach Wilson?
No, that's when the meaning got twisted into just to mean literally Zach Wilson.
I had never heard got that dog in you until we're talking about Zach Wilson allegedly having sex with one of his mom's friends.
We did a segment about it last summer. But I think it was The Day You're Out.
Oh,
might have been with Josh Beard.
Okay. Okay, so there was an origin story behind.
Yeah.
Got that dog.
Yeah, like Marcus Smart's got that dog in him. That kind of thing.
Okay.
It was about how you play and your feisty. Patrick Beverly. There's a little bit of dog in every, or a little bit of Patrick Beverly in every dog.
But you don't have to tell everybody that you got that dog.
No, it's one of those compliments that works better when someone says it about you. Dameon Pierce has that dog in him, but Dameon Pierce saying I've got that dog in me.
I gotta say, there are moments of bravado and confidence that I get among athletes, but it's a bit of a turnoff. It is a bit of a turnoff.
That's not 100% bravado too. It's just I work hard. It's really just patting yourself on the back of I'm mentally tough.
Yeah, exactly. And you know who else was on this episode of The Shop? You had Will Anderson. And Will Anderson isn't motivated by Alabama bringing in another defender. Will Anderson's perspective on his time at Alabama is hey, this isn't for everybody, which I guess could also be interpreted as Hardo. Here's Will.
When people say Alabama's not for everybody, it's really not for everybody. So the guys that just go there for the rings, those are usually the guys that don't make it. But the ones that can tough it out and have that mental maturity to go in there and handle their business, those are the ones that do.
I think a lot of people go to Alabama under the impression that they're going to be a professional if they go to Alabama. And I don't think they realize how difficult it is going to be for them to just get on the field when they get there. I think they assume, and look, who wouldn't? You're a kid. But you go to this place and you think you're the guy. And, of course, you've had recruiters trying to get you to go to the program, telling you you're the guy. You've been the guy at your high school, probably at a very high level. And then all of a sudden you get there and you're like, wait, this doesn't just come naturally. Not to say that these guys don't put in work at high school, but the work you put in as a high school athlete versus the work you put in as a college athlete versus the work you put in as a professional athlete. I mean, it jumps. It jumps very high. So different perspectives from Will Anderson and CJ Stroud on The Shop on HBO. I think Maverick Carter was the one that was doing the interviews. Got to say, Maverick Carter as an interviewer, not good. But that's just me.
Not exactly going. He's not going to 60 Minutes or something.
No, his small talk is like, "Hey, Alabama, I hate Alabama," or "Hey, you played Alabama and lost Alabama. I hate Alabama." Like that was largely the small talk, and then basically 45-year-old man version of facts in agreement with everything that these guys were saying. Stroud's confidence, very high. Also on The Shop, Stroud said, "I'm not nervous. I'm completely confident."
I mean, it's in me, not on me. Like, everything I'm doing, like, people always ask me, like, man, are you, like, surprised? Or are you shocked? Or are you nervous? Like, I'm not nervous, really, anything. Like, when I feel like I'm walking in my purpose from God. And, of course, yeah, it's going to be a transition. It's going to be something you learn from, but I'm going to go in with complete confidence.
It's in me, not on me. Do we like that? Would you buy a T-shirt of "It's in me, not on me"?
I guarantee you can find a T-shirt that says that.
100. Facts.
It's by like many different retailers.
Yes.
No, I understand it with CJ Stroud that it feels like, he's good for one like Instagram post phrase in every sentence that he says to the media. I got that dog in me. It's in me, not on me. I think there's another one where he says something else.
It's not quite live, laugh, love, but it's trending there.
It's very clear that he follows like a lot of inspirational Instagram
those are the
posts
worst.
and like really takes it to heart.
Oh, those are the worst. You gotta hustle every day.
Yeah.
Until you die.
Oh, he'll definitely.
Oh,
maybe
God.
maybe
The people who are interviewing themselves in podcasts who are saying like all this stuff about hustle, it's like no one cares.
Maybe-
Shut up.
maybe during the summer we should, or before like rookie mini camps or something where CJ Stroud's gonna be in front of a microphone, we should like try to draft things that we think CJ Stroud will say.
I am not.
Phrases he will say.
I don't think CJ Stroud's going to be appointment listening at press conferences based off of what I've seen. We have more things to dive through.
Well,
over the
did you
coming
hear
days.
that it was in him, not on him?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
And I
that's
heard
not-
that he has that dog in him.
It's not appointment.
I like this from Will Anderson. Will Anderson actually had a good line, and I would buy this T-shirt. I gotta say, if we're picking teams right now, not that we need to, but I'm picking Team Will Anderson right now.
Like this is a boy band that we
this
all
is
have to have our
NSYNC versus
favorite.
Backstreet Boys. Screw it. We got a long off season
All right.
ahead of us. Let's turn this into factions, huh? I'm Team Will Anderson here because it's not just that he said like not everybody makes it at Alabama. #facts. It's also that he said this.
I haven't made it. I got here. I haven't made it until I'm done. That's how my mindset is. I'm working every day, like, no matter, like, the person behind me taking my position. Like, that's how I was at Alabama. Through all the accolades, through all the awards, everything, like, I just got here. I never played an NFL snap. I've never been in an NFL building, so I haven't made it anywhere. I'm just arrived at my destination I want to be at, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I approach it.
I would buy I haven't made it till I'm done that T-shirt. It's way better. Way better than it's in me, not on me. Way better than I've got that dog in me. Someone texted in, by the way, and this is where we miss Vanessa. The way Vanessa said, "You got that dog in him," did make me laugh every single time, even though I hated that saying. The only redeeming quality of that saying.
Yeah, no, I think you hate the second meaning. It's like once all the like not cool people hear about it, and then they use it for Zach Wilson.
It's appropriation.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It kind of is. It started because what it was in the NBA playoffs. Every game was either. It was like he's him now.
Oh,
it was
God,
like it's
that
either
one.
he's him or he's got that dog in him. And so that was just every game in the playoffs was Austin Rizz has that dog in him.
That dog in him. Someone, Degenerate Gambler on twitch.tv/ESPN975 said, now play some Mills quotes. No, and we definitely won't play Brock Osweiler quotes. No. But if we're talking about press, conference, Rizz, Will Anderson has it. CJ Stroud, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
CJ Stroud, would you say that every interception has its own story?
Oh, God. I'll be out. I'll be out on him immediately. He can throw for 49 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. I'd be out. It's probably more like 7.
The entire process, you just continue to grow more and more in love with the guy. You know, it's just of who he is as an outstanding young man, right? Smart guy, competitive guy. Excited to start to work with him.
This time of year is nice, the NFL offseason, because you're going to hear lots of glowing things said by head coaches about players who they've yet to see in action. Got another example of this with Shane Steichen and the Indianapolis Colts talking about Anthony Richardson. Steichen, he's coming every day, attacking this thing like a pro, and we just got to continue to be consistent with it every single day. He's got a great presence. He's got a great bounce in his step. I know that the boys of the bench were discussing earlier some, who's the most, like, superlatives, essentially, of the ESPN 97.5 roster. I believe I was described as most likely to not pick up a tab, which, honestly, I would agree with. I'm pretty cheap. Like, if I'm with Sean, I'd pay for Sean. But I would be like, and I would not pay for anybody else. I'm going to try to find a way to not. You know who is the complete opposite of that, by the way? Patrick Creighton. No one tips better than Patrick Creighton. Patrick tips. He's got that old school New York mentality, and he tips cash, which you should do. If you bring cash around, bring around cash to tip, because then the people that work, they don't have to claim that on their taxes. Be nice. Hashtag taxation is theft.
Yeah, you are pretty cheap,
Yeah,
I think.
I know I am.
You sound pretty, or you seem pretty.
I'm in the hole. I just bought a condo, and yeah, it's budget season. Season, my bad. You're right. But anyway, bounce in his step. Who's got the most bounce in their step? The ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 offices, Sean. Who's got the most bounce?
You on like 60% of days.
Oh, wow.
And then the 40%, it's like, kind of get out of his way.
Do I need Zoloft on those days? Is it because I'm sad or because I'm mad?
Mad, mostly.
Oh, damn,
it's mostly
really?
mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just like, so one thing happens, and then, I'm just like, let's wait until like 10:15 to really get a segment under his belt.
Yeah,
so
before you
kind
share
of reset. And hopefully the Twitch didn't say anything, and then
that's true. The Twitch will get me going every now and then.
I think in general, most bounce in their step on average, probably RJ, right? RJ Saunders.
I think RJ's a pretty positive dude. Positive dude.
Everyone else doesn't have not a lot of bounce in their step.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like most days I come in with the bench, and like some days they don't even say bye to me, and I'm like, hey, how's your day? How are you? Are we best friends yet? And they're like, die. Just kidding. They don't actually say that. Anyway, where the hell was I? Oh, bounce in his step. That's what Anthony Richardson has. He's always smiling. He has great energy. He's enthusiastic. I think when you have that, I think players around him will feed off him. Just remember, when you see the rosy quotes about the Texans rookies, these rosy quotes are being echoed across the NFL. How long are they echoed is the question. By the way, guys, I hope CJ Stroud doesn't do this. I hope he doesn't do this, especially after he talked about how he didn't go to Ohio State to play to take tests. He went to Ohio State to play football. Justin Fields continued his coursework at Ohio State after leaving school for the NFL in 2021. And Sunday, he graduated. He opted to leave school after his junior year, earning a degree in consumer and family financial services. Imagine if Justin Fields had, not done any of that. Would the Bears' offense be better? I can't say. Focus on one craft, Justin. I will say, if you're ever the starting quarterback, one, of a damn good football team in college, or two, an NFL team, it's nice to have a degree for show. Do you really need to get it, though? I don't know. Sorry if anyone from big college is listening right now, but I feel like those things are more and more worthless based off of the actual price that you pay to get an education by the year. There are so many people in this field that could do exactly what I do without having gone to the best broadcasting school in the country. I'm proud that I went to it, but every single year I'm removed from it, I'm like, oh, I didn't need to go here. What if I'd gone to a fun school for college? And Syracuse is fun, but like a place where I'm not, buried in snow. Anyway, CJ Stroud, don't get your degree, dude. Don't do it.
You don't think Justin Fields gonna put what he major in?
Consumer and family financial services.
Yeah, come on. I mean, he needs to learn how to finance his $18 million guarantees that he gets from his rookie deal with the Bears.
You know what? That's actually a fair point. I wish he majored in like art.
Yeah. Taking ballroom dancing like Matt Leinart did or something like.
That is a good major if you're going to be a future NFL quarterback.
It's good for Matt Leinart. Matt Leinart.
Do you think Matt Leinart's mad about that? Yeah, like Matt Leinart, like he
finds himself in a lot of ballrooms, I imagine, going to a lot of galas.
Look, I bet he's happy. Like, obviously, his NFL career didn't work out the way that he wanted to, but he's a television show host.
Yeah, gets to be on TV.
Got a beautiful lady. Like, I feel like he's doing all right. So majoring in ballroom dancing smarter. So
I don't think he majored. I think he just took the. I think his senior year that was like the only class he took, or he took like 6 hours or something. It was ridiculous.
Todd comments. Maybe that is smart. He could learn to manage his money. That's true. I feel like though. And look, I'm sure Ohio State was like probably not making him pay for this one, given that he had a
this one's on the house,
right? But there is a part of me that's like, what's the purpose of a degree these days?
I mean,
is that too dark?
No, I mean, yeah, he was at Ohio State I think for 2 years, so yeah, he would have taken most of those courses anyway. What the extra 12 hours that he needed, like what? Did he need that to learn how to not blow $18 million?
You know what? All you have to do is look up Jamarcus Russell on Google, and you'll be fine. Or Allen Iverson, and you'll be fine.